Okay. Are we live? Okay. Hey guys. I have a very slight inconvenience here. Basically, my guest, Youngblood Fancy 91, he isn't available at the moment. He's not connected on Skype yet. I just messaged him on Twitter that I am going to call him on Skype, but probably it's on my end. I sort of told him ahead of time that I'll call him before the stream starts through Skype, but until he arrives, I'm going to just welcome who's here already. Welcome Dexter the Nostalgia Toonster, and welcome Heaven Lovely and Moonchild. And yes, Dexter says that logos are still a big thing. Hanna-Barbera, Warner Bros., Cartoon Network, and more. Yes, exactly. And all of them have some good logos to offer. And we are expected to talk about the newest one from Warner Bros. That was released in just this year in 2021. So yeah, they basically updated their feature film logo after all of these years, after like 20 years. Yes, exactly. And welcome William. Yes, I'm doing okay. Just that Youngblood Fancy 91, my guest, is he's he's coming. He's basically late. And Dexter says that he doesn't mind waiting for him. Oh, that's okay. Thanks for understanding. Okay, yo. Before we start, I want to acknowledge that I'm streaming. I'm trying out using Streamlabs instead because I'm trying to move away from the regular OBS Studio because of the technical difficulties I've been facing with it. And so far from what I've been teaching myself, yep, it's definitely more advanced and more colorful. And Dexter says, you can't blame him for being white. Yeah, yeah, I know. Like, I almost thought I was going to be at least 1 minute late too, but we have real life issues to deal with. Mm, s- And you know what? You see, the thing is, I want to have the chat from uh, from Streamlabs to show up, but for some reason it's not. So I'm just gonna pull up the regular chat that I use from when I've been using OBS, just as a backup. Uh, okay, let's see if it'll come up. Okay. And Moonchow says, I, I like the background. Thanks. I've been using it since earlier this year. I think the first time I used it was when I was drawing when I was drawing the picture of for one of my subscribers. Yeah. Okay. Oop. Uh, oh, okay. Sorry about that, folks. So yes. So basically, like I said in the description of this, basically you could call this the unofficial after show for Classic Logo Remake Party 5, since as expected, you guys really enjoyed it, and yeah, mm, okay, yeah, oh, oh, sorry for the little interruption there, but yes, um, man, what is going on? But yes, this is going to be an unofficial after party show for Classic Logo Remake Party 5. So if you have any questions regarding the making of it, uh, well, hang on a second. Sorry there. Hang on a second. Just give me a moment to readjust like this. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for the the interruptions and the anxiety on my end. But yeah, if you have any questions regarding Classic Logo Remake Party or just logos in general, feel free to shoot them at me, and I'll just read the comments that I have so far. Okay. Oh, David asks, where's Youngblood Fancy 91? Oh, he seems to be running late. And yes, we are gonna. I do plan on bringing up the 2001 Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, basically because I did give him a shout out. I did give one young blood a shout out in in the video where I rank the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logos. It was specifically in the part where, excuse me, it's specifically when I was ranking the very first one, which was for Columbia Pictures Home Entertainment, and I acknowledge that Youngblood is a huge fan of the Columbia Pictures Sunburst logo from the 70s, and and from there, I also I also acknowledged I gave him a little plug that he was coming up with a new video, which was a logo review. Yeah, so far it's only a one episode, where it's basically laying out the basics of what a logo is and so forth. And yes, one of my followers here is just pointing out the logos that he's seeing on the screen right now. And yeah, this is some samples from Classic Logo Remake Party 4 that I decided to play in the background. Okay, let me try and call Youngblood again. Nope, still no answer. Well, yep, point out that I misspelled Sinar. Oh, I could have swore that I drew it. I drew the correct spelling for it. I don't know, maybe it's because of how either one of the letters was shaped. Why it may look like it was misspelled as something else, but I could have sworn that I did. I did design it to as accurately as. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're actually referring to Media Bob misspelling Sinar in his comment. Sorry. And Ivan says that I could draw if I should draw that Metro Goldwyn Mayer logo. Yeah, the first time I did it was in the second classic logo remake party. It was for the Metro Goldwyn Mayer television logo from the 60s, the same one seen at the end of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Although I would like to do how do I put this? Yeah, I would like to do another MGM logo, like probably one of the main, probably one of the main movie variants, or maybe another television variant. Okay, let's see. Ethan says, make classic logo remake party 6. eventually. Just wait and see. And Dexter asks, what are your thoughts on Hanna-Barbera coming back? Honestly, surprised. No, I'm wondering if, with this relaunch of the sort of relaunch of the studio, uh, okay, basically, for those who don't know, basically a Cartoon Network development studio in Europe who produced The Amazing World of Gumball, they apparently rebranded themselves into Hanna-Barbera Europe. That is it's pretty interesting. Makes you wonder if they're either going to focus on creating entirely new properties or if they're going to focus on doing new series based on their classic intellectual properties. Since Warner Brothers is already Warner Brothers Animation, I mean, is already doing that. Okay, let's see what else do we have here. And C. Ed, Nick, and Disney fanboy says vocals are the best. Yes, they are. Let's see. What else do we have here? Kirk loves trains. Not also that. Asks, do you love trains? Yeah, trains are fine, though not to the point where I would uh, desire to develop a collection of them or try to build a uh, a railroad, a miniature railroad. But yeah, I like trains just fine. And I like riding the subway train too back in the day. Okay, let's see what else do we have here. Dexter the Salsa Toonser asks, did you see the trailer for Space Jam 2: A New Legacy? Yep, I have, and it looks pretty epic. Maybe it won't be as good as the original film, but good enough on its own. I am excited for it, especially seeing all of those cameos from different Warner Bros. Properties and so forth. Okay, so if you remember, mm, for those just tuning in, remember to subscribe and maybe even like this stream. And feel free to throw in any local related questions. Just keep ourselves busy until Youngblood Fantasy 91 arrives. Okay, we got one from Moonchild asking, was it hard to make a classic Logo Remake Party 5? In several respects, yeah, it was. Um, and to a point where even some of the more simplistic looking logos, like the Nick Jr. one or the Children's Book of the Month Club one, uh, it's hand-drawn animation where I have to draw each individual frame and pose and layer of these little simplistic looking characters moving. Excuse me. So it is kind of time consuming. Uh, and I'll admit, I think out of all of them, the most time consuming one was the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection remake. Mostly due to Tinkerbell. Like, it was when I was trying out Toon Boom Harmony, and generally I don't sketch my animation poses before I go to the final inking stage. So that's why I did. I roughly sketch Tinkerbell, and then I also did another layer where I add the ink to her and then the current and so forth. Uh, basically, if you haven't checked it out yet, watch Logo Remake 101, the one where I make the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection logo, and you'll get a better summary of what I went through. So, to shortly answer your question, yes, it is challenging sometimes, but a lot of the times it's still fun. And we got one from Ethan asking, what are your thoughts on Disney films? Generally the best in as far as animated features go. Yeah, you can't go wrong with some of the animated canon entries. Oh, welcome, Cinetoons CEO. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Muchao asks, what's the best tool to use? Well, from my experience, I've really grown to love Quip Studio Paint when I'm animating and drawing the layers and doing the art uh, for for Classic Logo Remake Party 5 and also basically every most of my other art stuff that I've been doing since June of 2020. Quip Studio Paint has been my consistent program for art and animation, like replacing Fire Alpaca, which is good if you're on a budget since it's completely free and it does offer some decently good, really good outlines, even if you're drawing with a mouse. But Quip Studio Paint obviously has lots more features. So if you're using that for art and for traditional animation, I recommend using that. And Toon Boom Harmony was also easy for me to get acquainted with, as I mentioned in Logo Remaking 101, the latest episode of that. Okay, so still no answer from Young Blood Fans 91. Thanks for the love, William. So yeah, feel free keep the questions going. You know what? Uh, I think I don't know if I should, but probably I should uh, silence Young Buff Fancy 91's avatar because I'm not expecting him to appear on camera, so I have his avatar here to indicate that he's a speaker right now, but he's white, so I might have to I may or may not have to mute his avatar and his name, or I could just leave it either way. Pixar has Wuxo Jr. as a mascot. Yes, I know. Since the first Toy Story movie, Wuxo Jr. Had Pixar has treated him like he's his or their Mickey Mouse essentially. And the original Wuxo Jr. story was pretty cute. Uh, did you do cartoon shorts you on your channel? Yes, Cinetunes, I do. Uh, Well, they could range from little, very short animation segments or animation skits, like like the one I did of Hector Concorde last November, or they could be full-fledged short films like the Grover Guys. I'm still planning on doing a sequel to with them eventually. Oh, welcome, Nancer One. Glad to hear. Sadly, Young Buff Fancy 91 isn't here yet, though probably I should stop going on about that. Well, unless any of you coming in are asking where he is. Now, let's see. And Blue Sky Studios has Scrat from Ice Age as a mascot. Uh, yes, yes, that's true. Although Dancer once says had because yeah, um, yes, Blue Sky Studios sadly is closing down. I don't know, maybe I've been kind of planning on doing a little stream saying goodbye to them because I did like a couple of their films. Who knows, I might still fulfill that idea. And Ethan asks, have you heard of Make My Music? Yes, I have. Although it's the one film from the Disney anime canon that for some reason isn't on Disney Plus, and it's and and for and for not. Oh, oh, Heaven lovely says that my guess is rude for not when we know that he wasn't showing up. Oh yeah. Uh, well again, I don't know what his situation is. I can't speak too much for him, but either he forgot or there's something in his personal life that is is distracting him, like, or he thinks it's more valuable, which is not a bad thing, but with the last stream that we did, he did told me in advance that it had to be postponed, but he didn't do it this time. But going back to your question, Ethan, yeah, Make Mine Music, I've definitely heard of it, but I haven't seen it fully, except for the Peter and the Wolf segment, which I know I remember seeing like many years ago. CBC aired it, like in between, like after they saw a movie because they used to do The Wonderful World of Disney on CBC, and they still show family movies today. But yeah, and they did show the Peter and the Wolf segment from Make Mine Music as a filler because there's time left on the schedule. Okay, and Nancer has a question for Youngblood. Maybe when he arrives, he can answer it for you, Nancer one. William asks, what does CN mean? Well, basically, it means Cartoon Network. And speaking of which, Dexter's asking if I prefer Hanna-Barbera or Cartoon Network. I think I answered this in a previous stream, but Cartoon Network overall, even when it comes to Hanna-Barbera, like I, my favorite shows from them are the cartoons that they produce in the mid to late 90s. And CBC, oh, you meant to say CBC. CBC means Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Like how you American viewers have your big networks like ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. We here in Canada we have CBC, CTV, Global, and Say TV. Yep. Dexter asks, any plans for this summer vacation? Well, when the lockdown calms down, with from the looks of it, it isn't really. Who knows? Probably go on a trip. I'm not sure actually. Yep. Okay. And Dexter says, I I was mostly a huge Hanna-Barbera fan. Yes, I definitely tell. Almost a majority of the comments that you have are regarding classic Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and even your avatar is Hong Kong Phooey, which I haven't seen an episode of yet, but I might, just for a Rosemary alone, like Hong Kong Phooey's what is he his secretary or something. But yeah, she is attractive. And William asks, what does CTV mean? Well, there actually isn't an official reason behind that. They say that it's because of it stands for basically Canadian television. The C in CTV stands for Canadian. But from what I remember, it, it actually isn't the real reason. Just like how with YTV, like most people assume that it means youth television, but on oh, I just got coffee. Thank you. Wait, let me just move this. Yes, thank you, Artsy. Thank you for support. So yeah, going back to YTV, a lot of people assume that it meant youth television, but in actuality, YTV doesn't have a. Well, the reason they gave is it just sounded cool. Yeah, uh, excuse my language, but I'm kind of calling bull on that, since if you know YTV, you know that it is a channel aimed at kids and youth audiences, basically their own version of Nickelodeon. So it's very easy for us to guess that, hey, it's it's actually it's actually you think it'd be called youth television in full, but no, it's just YTV because it just has a nice ring to it. And Dexter says, it's never too late to watch Hong Kong Phooey if you get a chance to watch it. Yep. And if you don't mind, probably, if you like, probably recommend what are the best episodes that I should check out, if you don't mind, Dexter. And we have another question saying, oh, another comment, I mean, saying, YTV sounds like YTP. Yeah, where you don't enunciate a query, it does sound YTV does sound like YTP. Okay, just give me a moment. I'm just gonna see if Youngbuff Fancy 91 has answered me on Twitter. Nope, not yet. I'm still still by myself here. So yeah, we could continue chatting. I mean, just with me and you guys. I mean, okay. Uh, Dexter the Nostalgia Toonster says, if the lockdown ends, I'll be catching up on all of the comic book conventions. Yes, good for you. And I know that you were, and I know that you participated in the one at GalaxyCon Richmond in 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 2020, just last year. You were at the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy reunion panel, and you asked a question, I think, regarding Billy and Mandy crossing over with Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Okay, so and True Red asks, okay, True Red asks a good question now. What's your personal favorite logo you made from Classic Logo Remake Party 5? Hmm. You know, the thing is, when it comes to this week's installment, what I do is I click on each of the, pretty much almost all of the remakes and just watch them because I'm proud of how I'm proud of how well they were, well made. But so basically, a lot of them are my favorites. But if I were to just name one, I really liked how the Amblin Entertainment logo turned out. O- Okay, what else do we have here? What did Gun for Wall Productions Hammer and Stamp man do when he hit his thumb? Oh, what? Oh yeah, you're talking about what you're seeing on the Classic Logo Remake Party 4 clips. Oh yeah, he basically shook off his hand because he hurt his thumb. Yeah, about that logo, I only found out about it just five about 5 years ago. Oh yeah, over about 5 years ago. So Gun for Wall, it's a small animation production company. They're best known for doing the Angry Beavers for Nickelodeon, and the logo on that is just a still image of the completed stamp logo. But recently, and by recently again, just 5 years ago, I found out there's an extended version with the with a cartoon hand stamp in the logo, kind of like the Mark something another limited logo, the one with the live action hand and the hammer and stamp, and the William Street logo basically took their audio. But yeah, that was interesting, kind of surprising discovery I made with the Gun for a Wall logo. And there's actually two variants. The one that I remade where he hurts his thumb, and the regular one where he basically doesn't hurt us from. I went with the one where he hurts it from because you see it right now. Yeah, it's funnier. Dexter asks, when will your friends show up? Honestly, I don't know, but yeah, like what Heavenly Wolves said, that he still let me know in advance if he's gonna be delayed on his end if I have to postpone this whole thing. Again, I'm gonna check my message again. Nope, still no answer. Let me see. Okay, hang on. Okay, probably he's busy with school because I'm looking at his Twitter and he says had his summative evalu. He said had my summative evaluation the other day. Uh, I've been rated effective as a teacher in all six domains in uh of their evaluation criteria. Third year in a row, baby. So yeah, probably he's busy with those type of stuff. Again, I still be speaking too much for on his behalf, since I don't know what's really going on with him. But let's just hope he arrives by 8 o'clock. Okay. Okay. Oh, Mooncake X says, if you see the Oz Film logo, get out of here. No, don't worry. The Oz Films company logo remake isn't in here, so you don't have to worry yourself. Uh, you know what? I just realized I have a list of points that I want to bring up. I have a page of notes. So I should, instead of just mm, kind of stalling and stumbling with my words, although I am still having a good time answering your questions and comments, I'm going to probably bring up the topics that me and Youngblood were planning on discussing. Let's see. So, one of them I really want to bring up is regarding the oversimplified logo trend. Uh, you guys may have heard of it, but it's basically ever since the logo for Mozilla Firefox was simplified to look more abstract than it already was. There's been this whole meme trend where a logo. Oh yes. Yeah. Thank you, Moonchild. I assume that was you who bought the coffee. Thank you. But yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, what I was saying is with the oversimplified logo trend, it started when the Mozilla Firefox logo was made more abstract than it already was, right? And then uh, there was this whole meme trend that started by the channel Memify. I think that's his name, where we have a logo the way people prefer and look at, and then somebody, usually a business executive, is like, I'm here to make you more user friendly, and then it changes the logo into its current simplified form. But it only gets progressively worse until it looks like it was drawn in Microsoft Paint before it completely disappears. Yeah, as a local fan, I absolutely love how this meme is a thing. But seriously, yeah, on one hand, I do understand a bit why logos these days have to be simplified. Like, especially considering the fact that a lot of us are tech savvy. We like to go on our phones and tablets and computers. So a flat logo would appear, uh, would generate just as good as one with a lot of shaded and depth details. Oh, and yes, I did contribute to the trend by doing uh one based on the Children's Television Workshop or Sesame Workshop logo. You guys could check it out if you haven't already. It's called O is for Oversimplified. Basically the 1997 CTW logo, which it's my personal favorite of them. Uh, he turns into the or not he it really it turns into the Sesame Workshop logo from 2000 and then into the 2008 one and then so on and so forth. I don't want to spoil too much, but you have to check it out. Oh, Mooncake says that he did one for the MTV logo. Cool. I'll have to check that out. Oh, Max and Ruby Fanatic 2005 says, I'm actually gonna upload a reaction to uh, Classic Logo Remake Party 5 soon. Cool. Although, hopefully it'll be an improvement over the last one because the video was wilder than your voice. So so if 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 it's if the same flaw happens again with your reaction, then I'll suggest with next time remember to make sure that your voice a lot wilder than is a lot wilder than the video you're reacting to. If you get what I'm saying. But thank you for the support anyway, Max and Ruby Fanac 2005. Okay, let me check again. Nope, still no answer to still no answer from Youngblood. Okay, let's see. Moonchild asks, are you going to add the Flintstones to logo remake to the next classic logo remake party? Maybe because I did include Fred Flintstone in classic logo remake party 3. He appeared in my remake of the 1994 Hanna-Barbera logo and the 1987 Hanna-Barbera home video logo. So I think probably I might do the variant that was from 1990 when the Flintstones was having its 30th anniversary with Fred. He's dressed fancy and he's tap dancing and he tips his hat. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that one. Okay, Mooncake told me the name of his meme. It says OTV, oversimplified television. Okay, so yeah, if I look that up, I will find your video. I hope it's hilarious. Oh, Chase 101 says, my only memories of Max and Ruby is that episode where they were making a cake, but Max kept putting dirt on the cake. Oh yeah, I remember Max, he does occasionally make worm cakes, and yeah, I do remember that episode where Ruby was doing some garden and Max was just, doing his own thing, like making mud cake with worms in it. Yeah, I did enjoy watching Max and Ruby somewhat as a kid. On one hand, I look forward to see that I watched it all the time on Treehouse as a kid, but on the other hand, it kind of frustrated me with Ruby being so bossy to her little brother, and though a lot of the times Max does kind of and on one hand he sort of kind of intentionally causes mischief, but other times his mischief kind of saves the day, helps Ruby out. I don't know. It's been so long since I saw the show. Although more recently I checked out the episode where finally their parents appear. That's one of the questions people have been asking regarding Max and Ruby. Like, where are the parents? Oh, they only appear in the background, like in a family portrait, but in more recent episodes, they finally appear in the flesh, and that had me so relieved and, also surprised. I'm sure it'll relieve parents who are whose kids watch the show as well. Okay. Uh, let's see. What else? Okay, let me see if there's anything I missed. Oh, welcome, of a raw, a tray, uh, a Travis. Oh, thank you for the coffee, Moonchild. Always a good, always a good supporter. I mean, who would eat a cake with dirt on it? I know, but I don't think Max ever had the intention of actually eating the worm cake. Just just little, just making it for fun. Let's see, see what else do we have here? Yeah, okay. So actually, another thing that I really want to bring up regarding vocals, is thing is, as a lot of us know, myself also and also also a lot of you guys, and as well as Youngblood Fancy 91, who has Asperger's syndrome. We are on the autism spectrum. We have some level of autism, and we are very fascinated towards logos. And in general, with autism, we have our special interests, and uh, as peculiar as they may be, in our cases as vocal fanatics, we just so love doing such things as hunting down different rare variants of a logo, and the very existence of the CLG wiki is to explain, describe the logo, and with as much alternative variants there possibly are, going into all of this full detail. Like the local community it's really big on the internet, excuse me, and it does consist of people who are on the spectrum, including myself and you guys, and Young Buddha too. So yeah, and that's something I want to talk to him about as well. Yeah. Oh, car, Cario, a car wheels, cartoon studio. Um, oh, sorry if I mispronounced the name. Says, love the channel. Thanks. Oh, and we have Dr. Jazzman1 here. Hey, how's it going, Juan? Yes, thank you for the support. Feel free to mention what are some of your favorite logos to keep this conversation going. Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, all we have is chocolate powder and gummy worms. Yeah, if we were to eat an edible worm cake, it'd just be a regular chocolate cake with gummy worms on it. Oh, Kirk Love's Train says, what do you think of Kinney Master, and can you add Paramount Pictures to Classic Logo Remake Party Part 6? Maybe. I know with this in addition or with the latest installment, I did the one from 1975 with the mountain that turns into a blue version of itself. So maybe I'll do another variant of it as well. And I did get a comment suggesting that for the next time I start off the remake party with a feature presentation bumper, I should do one of, excuse me, of the Paramount feature presentation bumper that will appear on the VHS tapes, which I grew up with almost as much as the Disney feature presentation bumpers. And as for a Cane Master, to be honest, I don't know much about it. I've seen the watermark for it on some videos before, but I can't recall what exactly that program is. If it's uh, a video a video recorded software or a video editing software or an animation software. Uh, Excuse me, I'm just gonna briefly look it up. Oh, hang on. I got breaking news from Young Buff Fancy 91. He messaged me on Twitter, saying sorry, major personal issue came up and it had to be addressed. Uh, um, he says that he has to suit for a wear time or reschedule. Well, I'll just give him a moment and just give me a moment. I'm just gonna message telling him that I've already gone live and we could do this another time, a one-on-one discussion with me and him. So just give me a moment. I'm going to, yeah, in the meantime, how about you listen to the audio for classic Logo Remake Party 4, the clips you're seeing right now. Okay, I'm back. I just messaged him, telling him that yeah, it's okay. I understand that real life problems should have a first priority, and and that the stream that we're doing that's happening right now. It's basically just a Q&A between you guys, the viewers. I mean, though I sort of probably messaged him and saying that okay, we could have rescheduled for another date. Oh, okay. I just got a message back from him saying, "All right, if you want me on the podcast, we can always reschedule." Again, my apologies for this unfortunate occurrence. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna answer him back. Just bear with me for a moment.
critique.
Okay, since Youngblood Fantasy 91 isn't coming on tonight, I guess we could call this the official Classic Logo Remake Party after party stream. So yeah, I am silencing his avatar and name since he's not going to be here, and I'll probably just move the chat a bit like this. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's true. I do have it at Swobo. It's basically because I did intend it to have the audio be hearable, uh because I expect it to just run in the background at a steady pace as me and Youngblood are talking. But if you want, I could fix it and have it run at its normal pace. It's no problem. Nope. Where are you? Okay. Nope. Okay. Yeah, a nightmare fuel audio. Sorry. That was that was kind of unintentional. What was intentional? Again, it was intentional that I have it slowed down, but I've totally forgot that the audio would sound like at a lower pitch than when it's at normal speed. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up soon, actually. I've gotta wrap this up at 8. So feel free to shoot more questions. And yeah, when I'm done with this stream, I'm just going to rename it and change the thumbnail picture. Just totally rebrand this as the Classic Logo Remake Party Q&A after so. Mooncake says, my favorite Klasky Chupa logo is the rooster more than the robot. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. It is I think I may like the 1991 graffiti Klasky Chupa logo a bit more, uh, especially with the sound mixing and the music. But visually speaking, yeah, the rooster is magnificent, just as magnificent. Any other big project coming up? Moonchow asks. Well, I don't want to give away too much, but I do have plans. Well, for sure, I'd like to do another doodle video sometime later this year, and I also want to do another a review since some of you guys do like when I do cartoon reviews, and I have some ideas for it, so I'll put it up in a poll. Uh, which review I should work on. But yeah, that's a good question. Like I have quite a few projects and ideas I want to execute, but again, not giving away too much. Okay, okay, let's see here. And yes, the ended to Rugrats. Yes, the first two Quatsuki logos appeared at the end of Rugrats. But you know, it's kind of disappointing that the Rooster one they never used it outside of Rugrats Go Wild and also Immigrants, which is a movie that's basically a bunch of episodes of a cartoon that was supposed to be for Spike TV's adult animation block, but you know that quickly became a failure. Let's just say. Yeah, they should have used that Rooster logo more. But speaking of us, of Spike TV's adult adult animation book. It's Chaiso 101 Acts if I could do the Spunko logo for Classic Logo Remake Party Part 7. Maybe. It was actually on one of my lists to do it for the latest installment, the fifth one, but I basically didn't have the time. Okay, so RCN Television says, "Hey DJ, I'm your best boy." Oh, okay. Thank you for being a good fan. Centune asks, have you seen the new Looney Tunes movie trailer? Uh, yes, I already answered Dexter the Cells of Toonster asking the same question, and yeah, I have seen it, and I am pretty excited for Space Jam 2. Let's see, what else do we got? Mooncake says, along with the Rugrats. Yes, and I'm still pretty excited for the reboot that's coming up. And I heard that they have started plans on marketing the 30th anniversary of the show. Like I saw on Twitter the Rugrats 30th anniversary logo, and I'm pretty excited to see if the Nicktoons' 30th anniversary special will be as awesome as the 25th anniversary special, a celebration I mean, of about 5 years ago. And if you guys haven't checked out already, you go watch my video about the Rugrats reboot, the news that we got so far, or at least at least regarding the at the time that I actually made the video. You go check that out if you want. Who loves Camp Coral? Well, for me, I haven't seen a full episode of it yet, but from the teaser that I saw, it's decent. I did like the funny facial expressions, what much like in the modern 2D anime SpongeBob episodes. Nick Cheesy says, "Grr, arg." Yeah, just like in the mutant enemy logo. And I assume that was your favorite part of Classic Logo Remake Party 5. Okay, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, guys. Oh, hang on, wait. I got another good question. The 2007 Sesame Workshop logo is boring. Why'd they get rid of the house? The only feature that made it very decent. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I had in my oversimplified of logo meme video. But yeah, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to. Uh, I know you guys some of you have a few more interesting comments, but I'm gonna have to wrap this up. I'm sorry that this not that didn't that this that what is the matter with me? Well, Mooncake says that's all, folks, and it does remind, and that too reminds me of Porky Pig, along with the fact that I'm stuttering with my words. But yeah, I'm sorry that that this didn't turn out the way it was planned. But hopefully, Youngblood Fans 91 will have the time for us to have another one-on-one local discussion. But at the same time, I'm happy that this turned out to be a pretty good a Q&A session with you guys uh, after the successful premiere of Classic Logo Remake Party 5. So yeah, until the next stream or the next whatever else I have to share on my channel, uh, I want you guys to take care of yourselves and stay safe. And to to quote Youngblood Fantasy 91, keep on roll going, whatever that means. But yeah, goodbye everybody. Take care. Good night.